Q106.5.
Straight from Nashville.
It's country music news.
Luke Combs decided to test a new song out on his current headlining tour. The highly personal composition sounding like it's going to be a hit with his fans, but of course, what isn't a hit with his fans? Whatever he touches. He said, I guess it's probably going to be called Without You. So he doesn't have a solid title yet, but the lyrics discuss the sacrifices his loved ones have made to support him throughout his life, making reference to his parents' hard work, his fiance's selflessness, and watching him pursue his dream, all to make him the star that he is now. Quote, it didn't dawn on me back then, but now I see without them, I wouldn't be here.
I'm going to have to check that out. I like that.
You got to love a guy who looks at life that way.
Yeah.
He says, I am so grateful that I get to do what I do, thanks to those who do what they do.
Absolutely.
And support him. That's just great. We'll see because he's got another song coming, so he's not.
Exactly.
But he hasn't got, he's just rehearsing it on tour. I just love that, how he's like, oh, you know what, I'll just do it in front of the crowd.
You listen to his last album, everything sounds like it could go to radio as a single. And then he's just got this strategy where he performs anything that he's done live. People are already like, okay, let's get it in the studio. Let's get it out as a single. So, it's a strategy that works for him. You think about Beer Never Broke My Heart. That was the song that he was performing live for years. And people were just like, get this on an album.
Yeah. Do you think he ever performs one of those singles in front of the audience and they just go, do the golf clap?
Never. Never.
He's such a good storyteller that I don't think. Really. He's just, it's like, there's a story there in everything he does.
Yeah, I was watching an interview too, and he's just like, I have no doubts that this is my time, so making sure that I put out all the best music that I can, and when someone else comes up, he'll be there to support the next up-and-comer. He's so humble about it all across the board. It's just, he's
so cool, isn't it?
He is the people's champ.
There you go. All right. How'd it go, Luke? Maren Morris, we talked about Maren Morris yesterday performing up until a few weeks before she's given birth. Maren Morris is in the news again. The Bones goes to number one.
Yeah.
How'd it go? Good for her.
Yeah.
Number one song, that is the third number one. Yep. I Could Use a Love Song and Girl went to number one. She had a couple top tens with My Church and Rich. And the only song that didn't hit the top 10 for her stopped at number 12, 80s Mercedes.
Oh, and you look back on those songs, you're like, really? What?
Yeah. Good for her. By the way, Maren Morris will be on Taste of Country Nights this Friday night in the studio.
Ought to be interesting. I'm sure she's got some stories to tell.
Sure.
Yeah. I heard from Amber, the producer, the co-host and producer.
Right.
Amber said, and there'll be no photos. She's not allowing photos.
No.
Because she's feeling so pregnant.
Aww.
Yeah. Maren, you're beautiful. It doesn't
Absolutely.
matter. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. You're beautiful. So do what you do. Taste of Country Nights this coming Friday night. Keith Urban in Vegas, and he explains to Rolling Stones why more country artists are doing residencies in Vegas. And he said it's entertainment mecca, but our audience is quite diverse, and the residency allows us to showcase the various sides of music. He said, quote, we obviously have people that love more of the country side of what I do. We have people that love more of the pop side of what I do. Therefore, we get to please both.
So, a lot of artists, they say they stop down and do residencies. It just gives them time to be in some place for a little while, and it really adds to the show, they say.
Yeah, right. The road looks glamorous when you see them. Oh wow, concert. No, all they do is work a couple nights, but you know what? A couple hours a night. But then they get on the bus, and they go on to the next town, and they go through.
And they don't know what town they're in.
They go through the same sound check, and they're eating the same stuff, and it's like, oh man, where are we? I don't know. What day is it? I don't know. When does the tour end? And they know the date, but they don't know what today's date is. Yeah. It's not an easy life.
No.
And anyone who's seen Keith Urban in concert knows that his live show is so different than his singles. He goes off with a guitar into a whole nother realm, and this must give him a lot of creativity, a lot of leeway in his creativity.
Absolutely. All right, more at tasteofcountry.com and Q106.5.fm.